Hey, what's going on, guys? Coming at you with a South Park, PA regional deck profile / tournament report for my third place. Still can't believe I'm saying that. Third place Trickstar Windwitch deck. So if we could take a moment here to again just appreciate the top 4 regional playmat along with the top 8 deck box. And then also big shout out to Robbie Riley for hooking me up with the Trickstar sleeves. This right here is actually the girl in the new what is it called, V-Reigns anime that actually plays Trickstar. She's a real cutie. And then over here we have the just awesome, gorgeous Pokemon link markers that I used. And then, of course, the swag Yugi and Kaiba tokens from the Megatins. So really quickly, I'll go ahead and go over my matchups from today. It was an 8-round regional. Just under 200 people. It was like 190 something, like 197. So it was just short of being top 32 cut. So round 1 was a swift 2-0 of Demise True Draco. Game 1 was just a quick, easy draw and lock combo win. And then game 2, he made Masterpiece. I kaiju'd over it and then beat him from there. Round 2 was 2-1 against Domain Monarchs. That was actually a really scary matchup because of him running multiple March of the Monarchs and multiple Monarchs Erupt. But I was just able to squeeze out that game by life points in time in game 3. Round 3 was my only loss of the day. 1-2 the Pendulum Magicians. Game 1, he just blew me away. Game 2, I went first, saw most of my side deck hate for that deck, and that won me the game. And then game 3, I kind of bricked a little bit, and he was just able to bust a nut over me and be able to OTK me. That's what that deck does. Still can't believe Wavering Eyes is a 3. Round 4, I finally got over the curse with Paleozoic Frogs. I was able to actually beat that 2-1. That's actually just whatever deck I play. It seems to be a really bad matchup for my deck, but I was able to win out game 1. Just the kaijus over the totally awesomes and being able to deal with his back row was really helpful. He beat me game 2, and then game 3, going first, I was able to draw and lock, combo him, just for the steal the auto win there. Round 5, 2-0 against Invoked Artifact with Fairy Tail Luna. Actually a really cool guy, really cool build that he was playing. But yeah, as I said, I was able to get a swift 2-0 there. Round 6 was against True Draco Invoked. That was a 2-1. Won game 1, lost game 2, and then won game 3. Believe that was another game where I pulled off the draw and lock combo for the game 3 win. I believe I pulled off the draw and lock combo 4 times. That 4 times throughout the day. It was just absolutely MVP. Round 7 was a swift 2-0 against True Draco Invoked. Game 1, I was able to actually pull off Chain Summoning and the Burn OTK. And then game 2, he kind of bricked. I was able to make Crystal Wing. He couldn't get over it, and I just won that game. So definitely the biggest surprise of the day was the final round, round 8. I was at table 3 in the mirror match against Trickstars. I mean, I definitely did not expect that. Not only that, but like this dude was playing Trickstars. Keep in mind, this deck is like a very cutesy, lolly, pop star, waifu, anime, weeaboo kind of deck. And this dude was like bald and freaking jacked with like a, just like a muscle shirt on. Like the dude that you expect to be like, fucking bitches or, just pumping iron in the gym. Not, playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm playing like a lolly weeaboo deck like Trickstars. But really cool dude. I think he ended up topping as well. He was a pretty good player, but yeah, it was an interesting mirror match. I was just able to squeeze out game 1, Crystal Wing, and just really out-resourcing him and out-grinding him with the, the repetitive burn damage was the difference there. Game 2, he draw and locked me, I believe, and he was able to grind that one out. And then game 3, I think it was draw and lock, that made a pretty big difference for me in that one. Not the combo, but just draw and lock as a hand trap itself. And yeah, I was just able to win that game 3. And as I said, I ended up 7-1, third place overall. Couldn't really ask for any better out of the day. It was just an awesome day. Awesome group of people that I got to go with. And yeah, so before I ramble on too much longer, we'll go ahead and get right into the deck profile here.
Lucy's nose is going to be in the shot a couple times.
Yeah, she is out. The little pup Lucy. So for the Trickstar monsters, the standard, free Candina, 3 Lycris, and the 1 Lilybell. Wouldn't change anything about that lineup. Something I did learn with Lilybell though, a mistake I was previously making with the deck is I was siding this out, like I was too, what's the word? Too quick to side this out games 2 and 3. When this card can actually save your ass when you're in, the mid to late game and in a grind game, not only for being able to poke direct to steal games, but also for recovering back your Trickstar resources. So Lilybell is definitely a really great card, but considering the fact that you only want to search it and special it and not actually draw it, it's definitely one to just keep at 1. Yeah, there's Lucy's paw there in the shot. For Windwitches, the 3 Ice Bell, 2 Glass Bell, and the 1 Snow Bell. The Windwitches were fantastic throughout the day. Yes, they did get interrupted a couple times with like hand traps and stuff, but even when they get interrupted, you still just gain so much advantage off the engine, and you still can go into other synchros, especially with Glass Bell and then Snow Bell. So yeah, the Windwitches were great throughout the day. Indestructible Crystal Wing is just really hard for a lot of decks to get over, especially True Dracos. And then for the hand traps, as I said, MVP, Free Draw, and Lockbird. Not only for just the really stupid, degenerate, hand loop combo where you rip their whole hand, but just in general, it's actually a really good hand trap right now against True Dracos, and especially against Pendulum Magicians, and it'll be really good as well against Spirals once they get their new support. So yeah, the Free Draw unlock. 2 Ash Blossoms. Was going to play 3. The third one either in the side or in the main, but it didn't come in the mail in time, so I had to settle for 2 Ash Blossom, 2 Ghost Ogre, and then the 1 Max C. Ghost Ogre was okay throughout the day. Since I faced enough True Draco, it was able to hit like some diagrams and some of like the monsters and stuff. But I think overall Ash Blossom's just a much better card in this meta. So once I do get the 3rd Ash, it will definitely be replacing at least an Ogre, and I may just end up siding the Ogres, to be honest. But yeah, the hand traps were really good throughout the day. Max C, I side out a lot because I face a good bit of True Draco, but yeah, Max C is just a really good card. And then I did play the Kaijus, which was a really good call for the way things played out during the day, because I played a lot of True Dracos, and it's pretty good against other matchups as well. So we had the 1 Sticky Strains, the 1 Wind Kaiju, and the 1 Jizukiru. The reason I played Sticky Strains over Gamma Seal is because it's a level 7. So if I do have the ability to summon it to my field, either when my opponent has a Kaiju or off of Kaiju Slumber, I can use this plus the Snowbell, level 1 tuner, to make a level 8 synchro. So that's kind of neat. The Wind Kaiju, in case I'm under Windwitch restrictions, and then the 1 Jizukiru for a big beater I can summon off of Slumber. For spells, we have the 3 Light Stage and 3 Terraforming. Really happy Terraforming did not get hit on the ban list. It actually made a big difference throughout the day with consistency, and also with just always opening like 2-3 field spells. Even if they didn't all go off, they just always made for nice bait of like back row and hand traps and stuff. So that was really good. And the back row sniping effect is probably the best effect the card has, even over the searching, because there's just so many times where I snipe a Solemn Strike, or I snipe just like a really solid back row off the card that ends up making a difference. 2 Chain Summoning in the main. Only pull it off twice, but the 2 times I did, it helped me win the game. So I'm pretty happy with it in the main, and it was a really easy side out going to games 2 and 3. So yeah, Chain Summoning is really good. 2 Paw Desires, really good draw card, boosted consistency, helped me get to my combo pieces, and just made some of my bad hands or mediocre hands a lot better. So yeah, Desires was really good. And then finally the 1 Slumber. For traps, we had the free Trickstar Reincarnation and the 2 Disturbance Strategy. The Disturbance Strategy was here to boost the consistency of the Draw Unlock combo and the Burn OTK. Definitely happy with that choice in the main. At 2 to boost the consistency of those plays, but again, like Chain Summoning, it was an easy side out, so it was kind of the best of both worlds kind of thing. So that was the 40 card main deck. We'll go on to the extra. For synchros, for the Crystal Wing play, we have the 1 Crystal Wing, 1 Winter Bell, 1 Clear Wing Fast, and then the 1 Clear Wing Synchro Dragon. No longer need to play multiples of any of these because of True King Lithosagan being banned. I actually liked having the 1-in-1 here of Clear Wing Fast and Clear Wing Synchro. Clear Wing Synchro actually came up pretty clutch against that Invoked Artifact matchup with Fairy Tail Luna, because I was actually able to get over that Luna, just being able to bounce my stuff every turn. For other synchros, we had the one Black Rose. This was actually good for getting rid of a board of Scapegoat tokens, so my opponent couldn't use them for link summons the next turn. One Omega, never made it, but it's good in theory for being able to recycle reincarnations and, of course, being able to, bounce stuff from your opponent's hand and then be able to come back and free a extra deck space. One Scarlight Red Dragon Archfiend would have been good if I could have summoned it off onto like a big board, blown up my opponent's board and then did burn damage, but that never came up. And then the one Stardust Dragon, never made it to regional, but I did make it in the last round of locals a few days before against Connor's Pendulum Magicians to win the game. It's actually one of the best stats the deck has to their trap card, the Time Pendulum Graph. So yeah, the one Stardust. That's it for Synchros. For rank 3s, we had the one Nightmare Shark to poke for game, and the one Break Sword to pop cards. One of the best plays you can actually do with Break Sword is if you have a Trickstar already engraved and you want to get the extra damage in for game, you can set the reincarnation, activate Break Sword, target your own reincarnation, your opponent's card, and then use the reincarnation in graveyard, banish it, special summon the Trickstar from grave to be able to get that extra damage you might need for game. So that's actually a really good combo. For rank 4s, we have the one Castell, Utopia, and Lightning. The one Heartland Draco, and then finally the one Tornado Dragon. I think the only one of these I went in the whole day was Utopia, and it was there completely as a bait, for an effect to go off, for like my opponent to use an effect to stop it and then be able to go to another play. So, but yeah, they're all just good rank 4s. Excuse me.
Death and despair.
Death and despair. Death and despair. South Park reference. So yeah, that was the extra. Now to wrap it up with the side before I lose my voice. Free Cosmic Cyclone. This was really good against you, Draco. Really good against the Pendulum Magician matchup as well. Being able to banish the back row instead of sending it to the graveyard is really good against those matchups. 2 Twin Twister. This was pretty clutch against the one Paleo matchup. That deck absolutely scares me with how it can set up a Toad and set up like 3, 4, 5 back row. There's not much my deck can do against that, so Twin Twisters is just one of the things that you can try to do to level the playing field against that deck. And then the one Dark Hole and one Regeki for extra board wipes. We had the 3-dimensional barrier. Put these in last minute, I think the day before, when I found out how good Pendulum Magicians were in this new format and how much they were topping on Saturday. Like, that deck's just absolutely insane with Free Wavering Eyes and, all the cards that it has. Just how much advantage it gains and, how it, can search out a trap that just just about everything. It's just ridiculous. So, Dimension Barrier is, one of the few cards that you can play against them that doesn't trigger their own stuff and actually just shuts off their whole play for a turn. So, yeah, D-Barrier, I think, is going to be an absolute necessity, at the very least in the side deck. And if Pendulum Magicians become the best deck, it might be a main deck card going forward. Along with it, the 2 Anti-Spell Fragrance. It's a good card against them, but the one problem is they do have Purple Poison Magician that they can normal summon, crash into your monster, and then pop it. So that kind of sucks, but it's still worth playing it because at that point they at least lose out in their battle phase. And it's good against other matchups like True Dracos. And then speaking of True Dracos, we had a 2 Chaos Trap Hole and the 1 Solemn Warning there to stop to summon a Masterpiece. Actually good against the Mirror as well, and good against Pendulum Magicians since most of their stuff is light and dark. Alright, so that is it for my South Park, PA regional deck profile.